Okay, hi everyone. So I'm going to go through what we talked about at our last regular GSAC meeting on Friday. So our meeting on Friday we had to do virtually just because we had really bad weather on Friday, but I'm still going to go through everything that we talked about. So firstly, our virtual meeting last week was very well attended. We had about 10 or so people. We got some questions about the possibility of social events for graduate students, and a couple questions about the Doctoral Student Association and how they can be contacted. And also, since last week's meeting, we made a YouTube channel, which the link is in the presentation. It's just GSAC YouTube with a bit.ly link. And that's where we're going to be posting all of our virtual meeting recaps. So they won't be kind of hiding in our Google Drive anymore. They'll just be on our YouTube channel, and they will all be closed captioned. So that's awesome. And we also started to form a planning committee for the 3-minute presentation competition. So one thing we wanted to talk about was what we're going to be doing about this financial transparency policy, which is going to be some kind of policy that we want to see implemented by RIT that requires a certain amount of notice given to students about changes to fees, why those fees are being implemented and what they're for, or changes to policies and other relevant things. So we discussed what form should a draft of the policy take, because it was suggested to us by Ronci that we just kind of draft a policy and then we can take that to Twyla, the Dean of Graduate Studies. And we decided that what we're going to do is basically have a cover letter that explains our reasons for why we want this policy and what it is in response to, which includes the mandatory health fee last fall and the student financial agreement in winter. And then an actual draft of the policy itself that says like RIT must give like 6 months notice or something, and clear communication and figuring out how we're going to word that.
Yeah, and if you have any interest in helping us draft something, please let us know.
Yeah, if there's something that you would like to see in the policy, we'd love to hear about that because we want to make sure it says what everybody would like it to say. So for the 3-minute presentation competition, so far for the planning committee, we have myself, Emily, the co-chairs, we have Ronci, Alyssa, who is the president of the Doctoral Student Association, Narup, who's the graduate senator. We're working on getting more people recruited for that. We're also working on getting the contact information of previous winners of the competition so they could also help us plan the next one. So yeah, we're working on contacting those people, and then we're going to start thinking about who we want to invite to be judges. So.
And also, if you want to be out in the planning committee, you just let us know, and we can add you right in.
Yes, anybody is welcome to be on the planning committee. You don't have to be a member of GSAC. You can just come and do the planning committee.
And you can compete even if you are on the planning committee. So.
And mostly the planning committee is probably going to meet over email. It'll just be a bunch of emails where we talk about stuff and maybe a couple times in person or something. So as far as picking judges, we talked about wanting to have like some undergraduates, some staff members, someone from the Science Center board, and the president's wife, Nancy Munson. But we also talked about having scientists from local industry and maybe local high school science teachers. And we're working on figuring out how to find those people and how to contact them. And we're also looking for to hear from Ronci about when colleges are planning to host their own competitions, because depending on when the colleges host their individual competitions will depend on when we host our first competition. So this is a lovely calendar that shows that today, which was the date of the meeting, was Friday the 7th. And we were just figuring out some dates for when we want to do different things. So we were thinking of releasing our newsletter for the semester just after spring break, so probably March 16th. And then, let's see, we talked about when we want to host our town hall meeting, and we decided maybe I think Wednesday, April 15th might be a good date for that.
Oh yeah.
Because we don't want it to be the same week as the 3-minute presentation competition and Imagine RIT. And somewhere in here, we're also going to be hosting the various 3-minute presentation, like pre-audition or like pre-competitions. But we need some more information to schedule those. And then as far as what we're doing next, our next meeting will be this Friday, which is Valentine's Day. Woo, heart emoji. In some room that we will announce hopefully shortly. And we'll probably just continue to discuss what we're going to be doing with a 3-minute presentation, planning committee, and probably drafting that policy and getting something ready for Twyla to look at. So did you have anything else, Emily?
No, I think that about covers it. It was a pretty short meeting, so not too much to cover right now.
Okay, so since that's all we have for this week, if I can figure out what I'm doing, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording, and then we can take questions.